joining us at the top of the program, Jennifer, number 1. Angie, number 2. Hello, hello. Kitty's with us. Dana, hello. Diane. How's things in Illinois? Vicky is with us. In the ATL, Edwin, good evening. Kristen. Good to have you all with us tonight. Pasadena's in the house. And hey, Suzanne and MJ. Cheers. Angie, number 2. Are you really on Route 66, Kelly? That would make it really cool. I did not know you were on Route 66. Hey, Barb. Hey, Adele, good to have you with us. And Iowa is in the house. Hello, Heather. Well, that is cool, Kelly. Well, then it's going to make it easier to find on Route 66. No wonder you've got your kicks. Give us some good news in Massachusetts. Oh, I'm working on it. Charlie outlined some stuff today, Edwin. He was specific yet vague today, Charlie. So I'm sort of ignoring his statement. While the news is making a lot of talk about his 4-phased approach, Edwin, I think I'm not too thrilled with where he's going with things, and it's a slow, measured approach. It's probably for the best. It's probably going to put us right where I thought, around June 1st, of really being able to open for customers. But I'm disappointed in it. I want to be sooner, and a lot of the state is in better shape than that. And it's really bad from that. Kitty, you're 5 minutes off Route 66? So like I was probably on Route 66 when I came to see you. I did not know that. So, wow, we've got a lot of Route 66 people here. You know, a lot of times I'm just talking, I'm on the phone when I'm driving, and I've got the tunes playing, and I'm doing my thing, and, wow. I'm going to have a Route 66 resale tour, I think. But we'll get there, Edwin. And the most important thing in the state of Massachusetts and everywhere is to do things in a safe and methodical manner. I wish we were doing it more organized regionally or nationally, but that's just not the case. You know, we don't have that level of leadership going on right now, but we have a lot of good state leaders, and they're making the best decision with the best information they know how. I was quoted in an article today in the Edwin, in the Worcester Telegram and Gazette, and they wanted me to really pick on Governor Baker for his approach to things. And they wanted me to be negative because the other states are opening up. Especially they wanted to be New Hampshire being so close. And I was like, you know, this is really hard. They've got to make the right decisions. This is not easy. Yeah, I think we're going to be phase 2 as well. What I would like at a phase 1, Edwin, if we could get it, would be curbside pickup. I would be thrilled if we could get curbside pickup in phase 1, but I don't think we're going to get it. But I'll keep you posted, because I am also on the board of the Retail Association of Massachusetts. So, yeah, I get to sit on a few boards in my free time. Yeah, I saw New York. I'm involved in a lot of things in New York, too, because that's where I hail from. I'm from upstate New York, Albany, Saratoga area, and so I get a lot of stuff from that. I'm on a lot of different things for... the committees I'm on, you don't even want to know all of them, though. I don't want to know all of them. Laura, welcome to the program. Cheers. Valerie's with us tonight. Valerie and Abe, I've been thinking about you guys. Hope all is well. Curbside's huge, Kitty. Curbside's huge. In today's day and age, curbside is huge. Although it's funny, yesterday I had Rebecca pick up something for me curbside, and then I had to go out and get something. and mine took an hour process, and she's been doing curbside as a millennial right along here very easily, and she's like, the thing I had her pick up at Best Buy was like the easiest. So she's like, anytime I want to order stuff from Best Buy, or if I want it to charge to me to Best Buy, she is happy to go get it. We're surviving, Valerie, and we're going to thrive after this. We're going to survive and then thrive. Survive and thrive. Hey, Dawn, Lindsay, welcome to the program. Jeremy Davis, the Marquis, is in the house. Hey, Catherine. Stephanie Potts is here in Iowa as well. We've got a great show tonight, everybody. I'm so glad to have you all with us on this Monday night. What are we all grateful for this Monday night? We've been talking about lots of things. Edwin and I have been having our conversation here. Dana and Jeff Johnson just joined us, but what are we all grateful for this evening? Lori Schneider's with us. So what is making us grateful this Monday evening, everybody? Online sales is what Kitty is grateful for. Surprise packages in the mail is what Angie's grateful for. That this day is almost over is what Heather in Iowa is grateful for. That's okay. Supportive friends. Hashtag love our friends. Scott is happy for associates working in our store. Isn't that a great thing? We brought more staff back today. You know, we're allowed 3 per building, which is great. And team members who gladly returned is even better. Kind people. That's right, Jen. There was the ice cream shop on Cape Cod, Massachusetts has been all over the national news that had mean people over the weekend, and that's just not right. Not right at all. We all have to be kind. Valerie, all of your team members are back to work this week. That's awesome. Dana got funded for the PPP. Zach is with us and got to see little Missy yesterday. Lindsay's got happy customers. Spring in the air. I like the sounds of that. We had everything, well, maybe I guess spring early this morning. It's been a weird day here, Suzanne. Even a little while ago we had hail. So it has been a weird day. Warm weather is on its way. It's supposed to be 7s the end of the week. The shop is looking so good, Vicky. That's awesome. Laughter in Dawn's house. Alexa's being healthy and relying on God's timing in all ways. Jenny's happy for online sales. Kelly's happy on Route 66 where she's getting her kicks working with employees and doesn't have to talk to herself anymore. Although, Kelly, let's be honest, you've always talked to yourself. Pat had a great opening day. Sales like a normal day. Customers and consignors so happy we're back. Team members who return to work willingly. Karen's great employees and family working over the weekend to install new carpeting in the store. Your Mother's Day present. I love it, Karen. Love it. Chris is with us in North Carolina. Angie's daughter from D.C. is coming to visit tonight. All right. That is awesome. I love all this goodness. This goodness, these blessings on this Monday night is awesome. Absolutely fabulous. Janice Sewell's joining us in the great state of Texas. All right, let's see. We start every night with our Good Morning, Good Night book. That is what we cover at the top of the program. Our good morning tonight is, you're so pretty I can't look directly at you. You're an eclipse. Good morning. Jennifer Harrison, thanks for joining us. So I've heard from some of you about stress, and I even heard, one of you about that's got a chipped tooth now because of clenching her teeth when she's sleeping. And, again, I compartmentalize stress and everything because I deal with what I can control. I don't worry about what I can't, okay? And I don't worry about the 20 steps ahead. I worry about the step that's in front of me. Baby steps, people. Successful people have fear. Successful people have doubts. And successful people have worries. They just don't let these feelings stop them. Take that next step. Take a step forward. It's okay. We are all in this together. You're not the only one, Michelle. That's why I don't name names, Michelle, because you're not the only one going through this. You're not the only one it happened to. You may have been the one that I maybe remembered today. My day just falls into an ellipse of, did I talk to you today? Did I talk to you yesterday? And that's not because I can't remember it's Monday. I know it's today and yesterday and tomorrow. Those are the days of the week that I can remember. But don't worry. Keep on stepping forward. It's Monday, so we got lots to cover here today. Lots and lots. For those of you that did not see the announcement, it is with great sadness that we have to cancel NART's in-person conference in Charlotte this year. We're very sad about that, but it's the right thing for safety, and it's the right thing to do so that we can move forward. At this time, we don't have an official event scheduled, but the team at NARTS is working diligently to try to bring you a virtual conference, and we hope to have details on that soon, because we wanna have a reason to all gather together. We want to have great educational content. You need the tools that conference gives you more than ever. So more than ever, we need the tools of conference and the path forward there. So we are aggressively working on that, and we're testing different things, and we're going to bring that together. And as soon as we have the details on that, we will update you. Let's see, what else we got? Hello from Illinois. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Karen. I guess that's Virginia and Illinois. I'm getting to remember where people actually are. I love these. If you didn't see these posted elsewhere on the internet today from our NARTS affiliate member and friend, our friends at Traxia, posted this as a great way. Instead of all the different social behaviors are hard to train. They're hard. I mean, you know, some of it I avoid because I know my limitations and where I'm not good at things. So me out shopping in the grocery store is not a good place to send me right now, because I'm making sure I follow all the rules and do everything right. I have enough trouble tying my shoes in the morning. Okay? And as we're asking customers to do different things, it's hard for them. Okay? And they've been cooped up, and they don't know how to deal with all the emotions and everything else. So Traxia, our friends, NARTS affiliate member Traxia, created these social safety discount signs. Save a percentage, and they created them in different percentage levels by wearing your mask and following social distancing guidelines. And I'm reposting that to the NARTS group and the narts.org/resale strong page later tonight. It's all scheduled and it's up in there. But I thought that was really great. So take social distancing and do something positive with it. Do what we need to be doing right now and save. And I know none of us, you know, as we've been lacking in sales and everything, want to give away any margin while we're doing this. But I thought that was a really great sign and a really great way of doing it to get people in a new habit. I know it would get me in a new habit. It would work better with me, but you know, these things are things that are part of our new normal and things that we need to do. So I thought that was really a great thing, and it's not even tagged with their logo or anything. It's just a great give me that they've put out there for everyone. And so I'm happy to share that with everyone. What else do we got going on tonight? Hang on a second. I want to find the actual wording on that. That's in my notes. I didn't have time to organize everything in order. Although I am excited to say that I am caught up. As of tonight, as of when I went on live, I am caught up with calls. I have called everybody through today and at least left a message. So if you don't have a message from me, and I haven't closed out your issue, or I think I have, but I haven't, email me again, because your email's lost in cyberland. So that's what I'm grateful for today, is that I've accomplished that. I've caught up on all my calls, which is probably the first time I've been caught up in weeks. And so I'm super excited about that, at least caught up to leaving messages for people. But if you have not heard from me and not at least had a message from me, email me, Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com. Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com, and I will make sure that I get you called back. So this was an interesting look back at things, and just look at financials and how markets are responding to things. Oh, I'm glad that my call helped a lot. That's what I do it for. I do it to help. Melissa's joining us. Nancy Sheeler's joining us in Ohio. Great to have you both with us. I got a bag in green today, Melissa. It's not, it is from another consignment store, but it is not with my correct shade of lipstick, so I cannot wear that yet. Within our mandate, the Fed is ready to do whatever it takes to support the economy. Believe me, it'll be enough. Wait, did Fed Chief Jerome Powell really say that? No, he didn't, but the Fed's action seems to have said that for him. Given the speed and force with which the Fed has moved, he might as well have uttered those words. In actuality, it was the European Central Bank, President Mario Draghi, who voiced this promise in 2012. Has Spain and Italy careened towards a financial cliff? Draghi gave a speech in which he said, within our mandate, the ECB is ready to do whatever it takes to preserve the euro. After a pause, he added firmly, believe me, it will be enough. In some respects, whatever it takes became Draghi's legacy. No one remembers what he said during the rest of his speech. Just the thought of unlimited central bank firepower. Pew pew! Remember, spraying stimulus. I don't have my spray bottle here, but spraying stimulus all over the place to put out the virus. Okay. Encourage investors to step into Spanish and Italian government debt. Long story short, another financial crisis was averted. Perhaps the Fed's rapid response has created the same confidence for American investors, because despite the tanking economy, markets are fairly robust. Let's take a deeper look. Page 2. During April, the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 recorded their whoa, I'm all tongue-tied. I really haven't had much to drink. I've just talked a lot today. I did have some peanut butter before I came on air. Maybe that's it. Their best monthly gains since 1987. It's an incredible disconnect between the financial economy and the real economy. But the markets lead. The markets are leading indicators. They aren't trailing indicators. They are leading indicators of what's to come. The best since 1987. That is what is coming. The best since 1987, people. Do you remember 1987? You remember the 80s? Woo! Big hair! Scrunchies, I don't know, all sorts of things. I could do that for you, but that was there. Best month since 1987. Remember, to be like a champion must act like one. Act like a champion. Edwin. Okay, now I'm really feeling old, Edwin. I was I was in high school. Let's just put it that way. In other news, moving on from Edwin being 3. Okay, moving on. TJ Maxx has been reopening to herds of shoppers without masks. Again, you know, you can't be the police of everybody, and I don't want you getting into fights with your customers. but we're going to get there. So here is, hey, Julie and I were rocking it in high school. They had our cheer last night on a Saturday night live. They were doing a Mother's Day retrospective last night, Julie. Although it wasn't our full cheer, they were delivering a baby and stuff, but they were in the cheerleader costumes and stuff. That was on TV last night as I was trying to go to bed. Cassandra came in and said, "Is that the cheer you and Julie are doing?" Okay, so let's talk about what TJ Maxx is. That is why we get along so well, Suzanne. And I'm not even getting into how, my mother and my girlfriend in high school showed up to graduation in the same dress. But that's a whole different story if you think you need a reason to drink. Okay, so here, let's talk about TJ Maxx. Reopening to hordes of customers, which has made bad visuals, with some of them wearing masks, some of them not. Okay, so here is TJ Maxx's posted health practices. We care about helping our associates and customers stay healthy. So in addition to our regular practices, here are some of the changes we are implementing at our stores, distribution centers, and online fulfillment centers. Proactive shields at our cash registers in stores. Enhanced cleaning throughout our stores, including shopping carts and other buildings, including distribution centers and online fulfillment centers. Masks will be mandatory for associates for the time being. So this is not something they intend on making permanent, but they will be making their associates wear masks for the time being. And we will be making both masks and gloves available for associates. Customers are expected to wear a face covering when in our stores. Expected, but not required. Dressing rooms are temporarily closed. Our return policy allows you to purchase, try on at home, and return what you don't want within 30 days of purchase. Encouraging social distancing in our stores and across our other buildings. Please leave 6 feet between yourself and others while shopping and in our checkout line. Updates on our stores. Certain TJ Maxx stores are open. Please click here for status and hours of a store near you. We will reopen with temporary store hours of Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7, and Sundays from 11 to 7. In some stores, we will hold dedicated shopping hours every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 10 for seniors 60 plus. And for those that are greater at risk, please click here for specific hours of a store near you. To help with social distancing, we may limit the number of shoppers allowed in the store at any one time. Layaways will be closed except for pickups and cancellations. Updates on our return policy. Items purchased in store. Merchandise purchased in store between 2/14 and 3/19 can be returned to any TJ Maxx store within 30 days after the store reopens. All other terms of our standard return policy apply. Items purchased online, you may return merchandise purchased online to any open TJ Maxx store. Merchandise purchased online between 2/14 and 3/19 can be returned within 30 days after a store reopens. Merchandise purchased after 5/9 can be returned to TJ Maxx within 40 days after a store reopens, or within 40 days of your order date. So that is what they are doing, and I think that's some good guidance there. JCPenney misses another big interest payment, but makes up with beauty partner Sephora. So JCPenney and Sephora last week, which were headed to court the end of this week, have made up, and they're going to keep the Sephora shops within JCPenney, and they have what they're calling mutually re-agreed to redo part of their operating agreement and are all happy. JCPenney said it will not make a $17 million interest payment that's due Thursday on its debt, and they have a grace period of 5 days to make that payment before the company is in default. And they're already on the 30-day clock on another debt payment. So it's expected that they're trying to figure out how to refinance all that, and whether that refinancing will involve bankruptcy or not involve bankruptcy. But in the meantime, they're doing what I've said. They must have been listening and hanging on to cash. Go figure. Tomorrow, there are Senate hearings, House hearings on legislation, okay, because the House is back in session, so there are House hearings tomorrow on legislation on liability reform regarding COVID-19 and not holding companies liable. And basically every industry association, from the National Restaurant Association, the American Gambling Association, to the airlines, to home care associations, the NRF, Retail Industry Association, the International Federation of Franchisees, basically every industry association has signed on to this, including their respective state associations, have signed on to this, asking for congressional interference on this so that businesses are not bogged down spending huge sums of money defending themselves in court. And those hearings start tomorrow, and I will have more on that as that develops. But that is an important thing that is coming and needs to happen. There's general agreement on that needs to happen. I've already seen, and I'm sure you have if you turn on the TV, there are already COVID ads going after the nursing homes and such. And so there are the lawyers out there. What does that mean? What does that mean, Jennifer? Funny you should ask. So it's really hard to prove that somebody got COVID from your workplace outside of the working in a hospital and such is a example of a place where it would be more likely that you'd be able to attribute it to your workplace and such, but it's unlikely that someone could attribute it to your store versus the grocery store versus someplace else. That is where they contracted it and the associated issues and potential liability from that. So they're working on a bill that would relieve all businesses of liability in that, and that either hold insurance liable or indemnify business from it. Okay, because it's like many other viruses. You know, did you catch the cold while you were at school? Did you catch a cold while you were out after, taking a shower and not drying your hair? Where did you get that? And without direct cause, it's really hard. For COVID in general, it's been established that, there's a decent chance if you're a healthcare worker and your employer didn't provide PPE during the time that it was when supplies were really tight for that, and you had no PPE and you got it, that your employer could be on the hook. Beyond that, it is questionable how you establish who did it, but the problem being that from a legal standpoint, lawyers could tie this up and tie up businesses of all shapes and sizes for a long time. Not expected as much at our level to be tied up, but think of your local grocery store being tied up. Think of any business of any size that has a legal team and has deeper pockets being tied up for extended periods of time. It's not good for anyone in the economy. So that is the issue with that, and that is why that is being brought up before Congress and is important to be dealt with. Hey, Carmela, good to have you with us tonight. Eric Abrams, good to have you with us too. Michelle, that's up to you whether you offer her extra that week or whether you offer her, a few dollars an hour or something. An extra $600 seems like a lot, even though that is what the government cost her. I might get her full pay. I might get her up to 32 hours of compensation or something. You do what you feel is right. You are the governor. You are the governor of you and your stores. So one of the questions that's popped up, and there's so much junk out there on the internet right now. In case you haven't noticed, there is so much junk. And they're loudmouths advertising their services and doing all sorts of things. And one of the things that hit over the weekend that filled my inbox a little bit was different services that have been selling, we'll help you make sure you get credit for the PPP, or we'll help you get your SBA things, or we'll help you account for things right, those types of services. But one of the things they've been doing is stoking fear about things. And one of the fears that they've been stoking over the weekend was an old rule that the Treasury and SBA put out regarding the PPP. And that is, did you have other ways to fund and maintain operations if you hadn't gotten the PPP? And the question, in the way that it was used online, because I watched these videos that were posted by others online, and it was completely taken out of context, one. Two, it was posted as new content, as something new that the SBA and Treasury were doing, and it's old. And three, it's baloney for anybody here in this industry that's listening to me. And what I say that is, well, I know my video's replayed, so somebody might be listening that has that is a publicly traded company. If you are a publicly traded company, it matters. If you are not a publicly traded company, question number 31 about reviewing your application to assess whether you had other money that you could have used instead of getting a PPP does not apply to you. It is designed for, if you actually read the text, is do businesses, the actual question, okay, is, and Stella, you weren't the only one. I've gotten this from several people. Do businesses owned by large companies with adequate sources of liquidity to support their businesses' ongoing operations qualify for a PPP loan? And that is the actual question, and then the wording that goes into that. And if you cherry pick the wording, you can make it like no business would qualify for the PPP if they had money anywhere. Okay, if you had any sources of funding anywhere. And that's just not the case. That rule was added so that the big companies, the Ruth Chris's, the people that could go to, that have money in public financing and different things, are not coming to the PPP for money. That is why that was added. And there are several things that took that out of context that caused a lot of people to lose sleep over this. Do not lose sleep. Okay, if you're losing sleep over something, email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. I will help you sleep better. Okay, I will call you and I will respond to you and I will help you sleep better. Fear is not something I sell. I'm not selling anything right now, but fear is not something that is a good thing, and not part of my message ever. I'm not here to get you on fear and to keep you up at night from fear. I'm here to help you sleep better at night and be okay and know that we are all surviving this to the other side. Remember, and do not clench your teeth. Remember, trust is built on telling the truth, not telling people what they want to hear. I guess that sort of applies here. Okay. Wow. Have I gotten through my list? I feel like I've gotten through my Monday list. Feeling like we're getting things accomplished, that we're making progress here, people. I am here live every night at 8 o'clock Eastern, bringing you the latest and greatest information that I have. All the sources that I quote and post from are reposted to the page narts.org/resalestrong. narts.org/resalestrong is where everything is posted, including these videos. Go there at noon the next day and share that page out with everyone so that we can get everyone in business, regardless of what business they're in, to the other side of this. It's all about getting to the other side, because we are going to thrive on the other side. But if you have a question, If you're unsure, reach out. It's Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com. Make sure you include your phone number in that because I will be sure to call you back. That would fall under Leanne, that would potentially fall under the Family CARES Act. You've got a PPP, so yes, I'd probably pay them under the PPP, and deal with that. But there's then also beyond the PPP. There is the CARES Act that'll pay people 2/3 of their wages after that as part of the CARES Act, so that is part of it. But it is a reality, just like people catch things. I mean, as we open back up, you are going to come in contact with people that have this. That is the reality. The virus is not going away just because we are opening back up. It is better and everything else, but we are still going to be facing that. And I'm sorry that you are facing that right now in one of your locations there. Every night we start with the Good Morning, Good Night book. Every night we start with that at the top and bottom of the program. Tonight, for those of you that were not here at the top of the program, our good morning was, "You're so pretty, I can't look directly at you. You're an eclipse. Good morning." Our good night tonight is, "The sun is gone, but you remain undimmed and glorious. Good night." Yes, Leanne, that is one of the suggestions for large operations with lots of staff is to schedule A and B teams so that you are not scheduling different people together all the time, so that you're always scheduling the same people, so you're limiting who they came in contact with. So Team A only works with Team A, and then then you're only infecting those people on Team A. You're not infecting Team A and Team B. Is one of the recommendations for stores with large teams. It's something that my bank is doing. And they're only working certain shifts so that they are keeping the same people together, so it limits who is infected should there be an infection. So that is important and something to do. I am here for you every night, live at 8 o'clock Eastern, live in the Narts Facebook group, private Facebook group live. You get to ask me your questions live. This video goes replayed tomorrow on the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where it is copied over at noon the next day. All the resources we talk about are available on narts.org/resale strong for you to share with everybody in business, so we get everybody to the other side of this. I am Neil Abramson. You can reach me at Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. I'll be back here tomorrow night because you and especially you are not alone running this store. I'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Have a great night. It's dinner time!